my name is Rachel. Welcome to the 263 Chat Midweek show, and today I'm joined by my favorite co-host.
Dive, your popular culture fungist, kana kuti mandevu.
Yes, we love to see it. I mean, what I do, okay, you also do some tips at the end of the video. But you guys, I want you to look at this yellow, cute, brown chi. So today's show is proudly sponsored by Oakland. And we love the material, right? Do you care about material?
Yeah, kana dama sofa manyama come to corner second and speak. Pa Oakland, manyama.
We are very comfortable around here. So before we get into our topic of the day, obviously, we just want to inform our favorite audience, you guys. Before we even inform you guys, I mean, there's something different, right?
Video. Video. Yeah.
So we are, coming through to you live in visuals, and we are really excited about this new turn of things. So before we get into our topic for today, we'll just want to inform you guys that you can view and follow us all over our 263 Chat social media platforms. And our website, maybe you want to...
Yeah, our website is www.263chat.com.
Yeah, so even if you're busy or you're going to work, you're in the car and you're trying to listen to all articles, definitely just, click that website for 263 Chat. You can hear audios, articles through audios and stuff like that. And you should also follow us through social media as well. And we also introduced something very cool this Friday.
Kujamba speaker.
I know. Yeah. It's pretty dope. So every Friday, we have non-stop melodies. So follow us on 263 Chat, the website. You definitely enjoy all the music that is there. So I think we have to really... With the topic we're about to discuss today, emotions are going to be... Yeah. It's really sensitive around here. But then we are trying to talk about cancel culture, right?
Cancel culture?
Yeah. But
no, that's how I actually define cancel culture. Cancel culture kuvarira vamwe panze. Zvacho inini hausikundifarira zvakataura zvinokufadza iwe unondivarira panze.
So, but then what do you say for someone who says something that's very sensitive towards you using big platforms, and then we have to cancel you?
But I want to ask you a question. Most of the times people want cancel someone, they are not even directly involved more grind here. Even if he's a brand, even if he's an artist, behind cancel culture. Artists, they don't even stream their music. They don't even attend the shows. And but I'm saying majority of people without because I remember there was a time that I was behind the whole era of the cancel culture. But I have never hired a car from that certain company. But they thought, let's cancel them. But until
but then that's the thing. That's your personal opinion when it comes to cancel culture.
Mine and other millions.
For other people who want to know what cancel culture is, we are giving out our definition, but we want to believe that cancel culture, you can cancel, it's either a brand, company, a celebrity, or a person, like a public figure, if they say something that goes against maybe your norms or what you believe in or beliefs. But I want to give an example. You're saying okay, these people, we don't stream their music, and stuff. Let's give a perfect example of what R. Pills said when Ricky Rick passed away. He said something along the lines, his tweet, I'll just paraphrase. He was like, oh, I loved Ricky Rick, but then, I do not respect a man who commits suicide, something like that. So for you to speak on issues that are like mental health issues that you don't understand, and then you put it as a live tweet and say, and try to lace it with, okay, we care about the family through their grieving, Kuti Afa and whatnot, but then we still don't care about the fact that he committed suicide.
Hey, we live in a democracy. We always talking about democracy and freedom of speech and freedom of expression. So if you say you wanted to cancel, people wanted to cancel Arpus for having posted what he feels about the situation. Was he felt like Ricky could have maybe for share with Jesus, but he thought maybe for someone as big as he was, I want to help that many people couldn't. and good, I'm not trying to justify what he said, but I'm saying it was Arapius expressing himself. We live in a democracy. We are always saying democracy, freedom of expression. We always go beg constitution, nema unilateral declaration of human rights. Freedom of expression. So how is it now bad if someone expresses minus Arapius? How is it bad for someone to express their opinions or their feelings towards the situation?
That's when we are trying to say, is there a need for cancel culture? Because you're saying like there's freedom of expression.
Yes.
I hear that.
Yeah.
And it's a constitutional right. I hear that. But then we are saying, Kuti, this is a celebrity that young people, literally a whole lot, he has like loads of people, clout, etc., you name it, of people who will listen to his music, who follow him because, and we have, if people in this day and age, this modernized world, people are gonna follow Amun, they're just going to embody everything that he says. So when you say something that's very insensitive to a mob of people, are you not creating a cult though? Because let's say, Kuti, you say something like that. We're in a country right now that's trying to fight the pandemic, or not pandemic per se. Did I just say pandemic? We're trying to raise awareness when it comes to suicide prevention and mental health. Then you're someone who has a good platform with a whole lot of people and young people there, and then you say something very insensitive like that. I think, people were right to actually try to cancel him.
But do you know what's funny? What's fun if you try to cancel someone he actually went back and apologized. But
After almost being cancelled.
No. You cannot cancel anyone. Especially in Nambotora Patatanga, you cannot cancel someone whom you have never bought merchandise. Apana atomboda atenga kana maybe if kana wabotenga a vet hoodie, it's okay. You go and ban it. And but kuti nini in the vein yekuti muti ataura zvamuda kuti ataure imimi achazitaura to protect his brand, because you are now going against someone's brand. Let's not talk about RPs only, but people wese vamakatry kucancel, you are going against not the person but the brand, kuti mizi achaitereri, and anobva that's his brand. Anobva aenda ubva but right, I was insensitive, maybe the timing was wrong. For me, I believe kuti maybe the timing was wrong, but what he said is what he actually believed in regards to education on mental health and zvinhu zvakadaro. So we are on a drive to educate. But then in the process, Dave Chappelle taking a man's livelihood from him is akin to killing him. At the end of the day.
But then that's the thing with cancel culture. I want to believe that you're supposed to be held accountable to what you're saying. Have at least a PR, because people tend to think that when you have social media clouds or you have that much of a big platform, you can say whatever you want to say. But that's the thing. Cancel culture now comes in to make you hold accountable to what you're saying, and now you have to really mind what you say, because these are the same people who can actually crush the whole image. Because now we are saying, okay, fine, cancel culture started like in the States. Maybe we can drift a little bit to the whole issue, Will Smith and Chris Rock, that has been trending crazy right now. And then we are saying, are we bringing this cancel culture in a way to try and destroy our own artists here? Is it like a local need, considering that maybe it was just a global phenomena in America?
All right, so speaking on Will Smith, there's an article, Will Smith is too big to cancel. Yeah, you cannot necessarily cancel him. You cannot do much harm to his box office value. That's according to an article that I read. But yes, his image is tainted, but not necessarily forever. Speaking of Will Smith, he has always been the family guy. Even my roles are no player. I want to give you an example. Yes, Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad, he played Deadshot. Okay. Deadshot. I believe for Will Smith to actually accept the role, they had to humanize Deadshot. Deadshot is doing this because they made Deadshot dead. So his actions were a little bit justified. That's how Will Smith has always been. But for one mistake yakaita yokuti akanorwa munhu all hell broke loose. Let's cancel him. What. So tukuti Zuzu, I can do good for 30 years. But on a certain day in March, I mess up, cancel me.
But then that's where I'm trying to get at with this cancel culture, because we are saying, okay, fine, you are trying to cancel this person because they've done some sort of action or harm towards the other person.
Yeah.
Considering we're walking around saying, Kuti, like, let's stop violence and all that. To me personally, I want to believe that it was like a 50-50 situation, because Chris Rock, he assaulted him with words, using words.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, Will Smith, used his hands.
Comedy and satire. We were talking about comedy and satire, yeah. There's actually remember under the aesthetics of vulgarity. But isusu is in talks of classes. So first, second, third class.
Yeah.
We use jokes, humor, and satire to attack, to speak truth to power, right? And historically, I believe Grammys as well. They are always, it's Oscars actually.
Oscars, yeah.
They are always hosted by comedians.
Yeah.
So you go to a roast. This is me. What was that word that you're saying? Glass is not half full or half empty.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at both sides.
Both sides.
You say Chris Rock attacked Will Smith verbally, and Will Smith attacked.
Use words, yeah, Chris Rock.
Yeah. But when they are with you, what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to look at it at an empathetic way. Like, it's a 50-50 situation. But as we are trying to wrap up, you guys, I want you to guys comment in the section below to maybe want to hear from what you guys are thinking towards this issue of cancel culture. As we were talking earlier, we were talking about cancel culture, cancel culture. So yeah, we were talking about how we feel or think that cancel culture is kind of detrimental, especially to our arts industry in the country, and obviously to our artists or whoever, public figures, be it public figures or celebrities in the country. So yeah, we were talking about the whole issue of cancel culture here in Zimbabwe. Like, is it like a necessary evil?
Yeah. Speaking of it being a necessary evil, let's go back a little. Let's talk about Lady Squanda. Remember, let's wonder Panapagarwa Skimbo Pepe.
Yeah.
Dukangana Gore, but Agarwa Skimbo. And what happened after that?
People were trying to cancel her.
No, I mean, I think as Zodi Kare Anga any cloud here, but they actually cancelled it. They managed to cancel it for kurora kwakaita skimbo, and vakamurova zveshuwa, and it was on video, and yakatrenda, and she was cancelled, and she is non-existent. Ariko zvake, she's trying, but akutambura.
Yeah.
So ndodzokera point yangu yakuti is akin to killing someone. You are taking cancel culture being, I see, a necessary evil per se, because what happened could have been solved a simple apology. Look what Jamasta did. Jamasta akakava munhu pa stage.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, Jamari, munhu abatorowa. Waona. And what happened? He went. They actually went there. They sat down with the guy.
Yeah.
He apologized. What happened? Aninama is.
But
after everything that he did, Aninama.
But then I think some artists have like a backup when it comes to maybe their finances or something. I don't know. Yes. No, because if you're saying Munanenge cannot Squanda, we are trying to talk about the arts industry in the country, right? When it comes to female creatives, Bashoma already. So saying maybe cancel culture was the detrimental point for her to be out of the game. I think, is that not like a little far-fetched?
No, she was right there, bro. Like, anga akutoenda. Dutara zvale Squanda we kerekara makandipa boys ariite, akarira. Even inini don't smoke, bro, but song yenda kaiterera, I had it in my phone. Ndairidza padeni. Utona mumba I think it's no right. But I'm saying that those are really late Squanda. But after that incident that Skimboga, I believe by now late Squanda, but angaenda watora point mari kuti kunongwana vane backup. Let's go to a recent one. Passion Java and a vegan.
Yeah, Passion Java.
We agree with them, but what happened to AU?
Yeah, ainzi kunoka kusiku use it.
Angainani. Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine we're talking about money. We're talking about people with money, but they were told no. Bye. We are focused youth.
We are focused youth.
Yeah.
But then these are the very same people we used to hype him.
Not necessarily them.
Stuff. But then I feel like recently, Passion Java, there's some sort of like light yadima on his face, to be honest. Like something is really going on. I don't know what it is. But then, you know him. And with social media, to be honest, when I watched that video,
Shakatoti cancel called my feelings because could not both are now cancel your but I want to give you an example, and this one pains me a lot. When you was in Chireds, akafamba street so and nobody apana kuitwa dzungu but mangwana acho miraka tutara kuti kuchiredze bra and someone as big as him akafamba mu street so akablutikwa literally but 2 days later, if not a day later, they were in Kitungwiza. Ndorwadziwa because vanhu mari wangu wakati vakamuridzira mwari wakamfarira but few days later kunenge wakadzingwa. You get it? So tukuti isusu your true fans kana wanga uinawo maybe vanogona kusara vachiti but akabhaiza.
But are we not saying kuti now my true fans are ku social media because as we know, like Zimbabwe hayo geographically we are broken when it comes to communications or like information to get to
digital divide. Yes.
Right? So with cancel culture, I feel like when it comes to these big artists, there's some sort of victimization to just say, oh, you say something this that we don't agree with, boom, you're out, you have to go. Let's say like a hypothetical situation. We say Shadaya all of a sudden now supports the LGBTQ, and Shadaya has a whole cult of people on him. Would we cancel him? Would you? Because you love that guy.
But now, you have tried to cancel him before on things that he say against women. Not necessarily against women, but about women. Because against women is like, I don't go attack, but about women.
I feel like he did both.
No.
Comment down in the section below.
Shadaya doesn't speak against women. He speaks. He comments
against or for women.
No.
I would love to hear this.
I think that he speak for or against.
You're running out of words.
No, not no. When Rango and do downtown. You're not even 5. You can actually give me that.
I can give you a slap.
But
slap.
And I think we are selective when it comes to trying to cancel people. I'll give you an example. 2020, there was a beef, Noble Styles versus Jeezy.
Yeah.
There was a point where we're talking about violence. And someone being cancelled.
Yes.
Jeezy, anoti wakudiba bicycle rakaitika ku Saston. Double clipped kwabam kambudzi pasi kwatara. That was the highlight of the beef. What? Akaona JB. You get chizakaitika akapenga noonererwa mpesiyo dasa yakarowa anonyanya yep. And so we are selective on things that are not violent. Because we don't like the person. You love Chris Rock. That's why but because people wangwanikanga kusati nobo antaurisa ngaro. Yeah. So cancel culture yenyu
it's not toxic.
Multiple standards, right?
Yeah.
Mune pamunoti anga ipinde but apaipinde kaipinde karaipinde. But I believe someone can mess up and vanokwanisa kuona retribution to their image. Jamasa did it and evidently ane nama.
Yeah.
He did been cancelled zvekudaro. I don't believe kuti vaimupa nama.
Because still on the same
meritocracy.
Yeah, I get it. Still on the same issue. I'm for that as well because I believe that cancel culture has now become a bit toxic because now you have to like a pick and choose.
Exactly.
Because you find Guti, for example, we had Enzo Isho sometime last year. He was like, now I'm quitting music and all that. And people, the backlash was crazy because people were like, why are you leaving music? And stuff. And he had to strategize on why he wants to leave music. To me, I was just thinking, okay, maybe this is an artist who's going through so much. So there's now that commodifying of artists, trying to make them like products. Like, okay, give us content, but say a small little thing, we're checking you out of the bunch. You get? So you find people like Poptain, right? They were coming through using the same social media, the same society on the internet to say, hey, I'm going through some things, I'm having like a mental breakdown. And he had a whole lot of mental breakdown, and people still wanted to cancel him because they just didn't understand why he was going through with like these mental issues. What is that to begin with? So it's like it's becoming very toxic. So are we saying Guti cancel culture is like toxic, we should drop it, or we should just have it for the sake of trying to Guti, okay, fine, we want to hold you accountable if you are a public figure or an artist.
Let's talk about our accountability instead. Kuti akarowa munhu Master, for example, akano apologize.
Yeah.
And he was forgiven. That's the basic human nature. You mess up, you acknowledge it wakanganiza. If in the event that someone fails, could but
no, that's the thing. He uses social media platforms and he has a following and he's out here speaking crazy. And then when you have this very same people or the other gender, I'm the other gender by the way, I will speak on like issues, okay, if you're trying to retaliate or paraphrase what you're trying to say it in a way that doesn't feel like it's an attack towards the woman. I am very empathetic when it comes to him. It's like a 50-50, but it's most half of the time it's like, are you crazy like that?
So on this Shadaya issue, let's us settle on the fact that unombo believe that right. I was talking about issue kuvuma kuti ndakanganisa and you apologize. I believe but in the event that right, I do it, ndobva ndaramba ku apologize, then togona kuti aiwa no uyu munhu akutoramba kuningiriki now, he's an outcast.
Yeah.
Waona kuti munhu wese anopiwa mukana. Even Bible tells if you go sakunoparidza anyway, you go pane matimes anonzi enda kunoapila nemunhu, but akaramba Bible buda panze unobvunza makumbo mavhu ako pamakumbo padhoo rake, you go, it's now up to them and God. So I believe you should apply that kuti munhu akabvuma kuti akanganiza and apologize. At the end of the day tinototi tiregerere kudarika kwedu sekuregera kwatinoita vanotidarikira. I'm sorry, I'm using this assuming that everyone who's listening will be Christian, but this is
like,
yeah, I know. That is why I'm saying I know that I'm not talking to everyone who's Christian, but I'm saying even in most of those religions, I believe there's an aspect of accountability, asking for forgiveness and it being given to you. I believe any religion, you know that. So I'm saying before we think of Rachel did this, let's do away with Rachel. Can we not try to see
find a way, we balance it off?
Exactly.
Yeah, which goes on maybe to our last question, maybe to the viewers. When it comes to cancel culture, is it necessary, considering I'm not trying to, maybe this might be like a harsh term, we still have a struggle arts industry where we try to cancel the only artists that we have. We try to sabotage them because in the name of accountability.
Oh, sorry for interrupting you, but you mentioned Squanda because she was one of the few. She was one of the few women in the industry, and she
squashed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it actually curtailed progress. That genre a bit. So I understand what you're trying to put across. Yeah.
So you guys, this was the kind of heated. So basically, you can follow us all on our social media platforms, and please share with us in the comment section what you think about cancel culture, and is it necessary? Is it a necessary evil? Are we still progressing, or are we trying to take a global phenomenon and try to put it here back home and trying to make it like our own? So before we go, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I want to say something in regards to our newscast, the one that we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
The whole upside of that is actually advantageous to people who are visually impaired.
Yes.
They can read, they can actually listen to news as it happens. So I think you should go on our website, that is www.263chat.com, and you see our audio news are embedded within the articles. So you can go on that article, and there is a SoundCloud link where you can listen to all our newscasts.
Yes. So without further ado, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you in my next one. So bye.